Hey now, Mike Shamon here. Thanks for checking out the video. In this video, I go through a full page width layout in the Divi theme and how to do it with section rows. I do 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. I was gonna do 4, but it's kind of repetitive, so you kind of get the idea once I start doing it. So I hope this video really helps you. Go ahead and check out my other Divi theme tutorials after this one if you need some help with some other things. So I want to help you along your journey, and let me know in the comments how this is helping you, and go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button to help me out. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video. Hey now, Mike Shamon here. I'm going to show you how to do a full width page in Divi. So I already just added a new section and added a new row. I'm just going to add some text here for filler. Alright, let's do that and go publish. And I put my template on blank page as well, because I'm just showing you how to do this section. I want to be focused on the section and not on anything else. View page, enable visual builder. Alright, so right up here we got our text. I'm just going to put this as a... And now what we're going to do is we're going to make this full row and this full section full width. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put a background on this just so you guys can see what we're working with here. Okay, so just do orange background there. All right, now let's say I want to make this row full width. What do I do? Well, first you need to go back to your section settings in your row here on your section, and then you need to go to content or design and sizing. You need to do the max width of 1920. All right, and just put that in the center, and then that should be good right there. Okay, now you need to go to your row, and you need to do the same thing. Sizing, 1920. Middle alignment, and 100%. Now you should have a full width row. All right, and I'll just do this background. This background is not blue. All right, so now you have a full width row. Okay, now let's do instead of this text module, let's throw that away and let's do an image just so we see what's going on here. An image, okay. All right, we got our image. Now we put our image in there, check. Look how big that is, but still not. You see this? We want to eliminate the spacing right here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. First, we'll eliminate the blue spacing, which is this section right here. Let's go to settings and go design and spacing. And then you just want to zero out the top and the bottom. Okay, zero out the top and the bottom. All right, and now that is done. Okay, now you just want to go to this section up here. You want to go to design and spacing, and you want to zero out the top and the bottom. Zero out the top and the bottom. All right, now you have a full width image. All right, so that's one row, full width image. That's how you do it right there. All right, now say you just wanted to put text in this place. You just trash that. Go back here and go to text. All right, add that headline in, but now you notice it's not full width. So what do you do now? Well, you can go to this section settings right here and go design and sizing, and you can mess with the height. All right, and you can mess with the height here if you wanted to for pixels, or you can just do %, which I do %. I'll tell you why. Because you want it to be the inside. You want to edit the section, the row settings for your spacing. That way, if you want to add a background image to that back section there, you can. So for the row, we can just go to design and spacing. And just for an example now, let's just add 200 pixels on each side. All right, so you see how much space that gives you now? So you don't have to adjust the spacing to what you want it if you were to put like a text box in here like this. So if you just go design and text, put the text color in there. All right, and then you would want to align it in the center. All right, and then you'd want to add whatever element. So if you wanted a button, you do a button. You put the button in the middle there. If you didn't want this to be full width, you can just go to section settings, design and sizing, and then you can bring the width down a little bit. All right, and if you just want to add spacing in between here, you just go to section settings here and you go design and spacing, and then you need to add whatever padding you'd want. Okay, and that gives you spacing right there. All right, so basically what that allows you to do is you can just go here and let's say go to settings and background. All right, and then we're going to add a background image. Let's add this one. All right, And there's your background image. Now this is where the sizing comes into play again. So if you just want to, you can add more padding, or you can do percentages. Okay, and that gives you a good full width right there. And then you want to check it on the phone and the mobile devices, because it's going to be too much padding on these. So then you just need to go back in here and you need to do the settings. Usually on the phone and the tablet I do just a small setting. Okay, and the phone 3%. Okay. Alright, and then now for the box, you'd have to do this row right here, and you go to settings, design, sizing, and now for width you scroll over and you go to tablet. I just want to go 90%. You go to phone, and I'm just going to do 90%. Alright, check. And then you just have to add some spacing to this, which you can add this spacing anyway, so you don't need to do a special setting. Okay. Alright, so that's how you do a full width. That's how you do one full width section. And actually, I'm just going to bring the opacity down on this. I'm going to make it the color black. Just bring the opacity down a little bit there. Alright, and then let's just do a little border. Alright, so that's one section. Now, I'm just going to add a new section. Actually, I can just duplicate this one, I think. Well, let's just start new. Add a new section, regular. It's going to be 2 column. Alright, and we're just going to do, we'll do an image, I guess. You can add your image in there. And this is going to be done the same way as the other one was, but you just have to do it a little bit different with the columns here, and I'll show you that. So I'm just going to go to section settings, design and sizing. Again, go to 1920 for the width, for full width, and then it's going to be 100%. And make sure it's line center, and check that. Now go to columns, design and sizing. Same thing, 1920. In the middle and full width. Alright, so now we have 2 columns there. Let's do a background color on this too, so we know what we're working with there. And so if you see the background color on this column, on the left column here, we're going to do a green. Alright, and then on this column we're going to do a purple. Alright, so there's nothing here right now. Once I put some there, it will be purple. Okay, so now we have to get these two, and actually let me trash this image and just put some text there so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so now we have these 2 boxes here, and we need it to be completely filled up and no space there. So you're going to do the same thing, you just go back into the settings. Design, spacing, 0 out the top and the bottom for margin and paddings. Okay, and then you want to go back into the section, go to the column, and go design and spacing, and you want to do 0, 0, and same thing for the other one, 0, 0. Okay. And now our row is good, except for we have that little space right there, which we'll fix that in just a second. All right, let's clean up this other spacing design down at the bottom. Just go to 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now you can see that there is the 2 boxes. Now I'm just gonna put some padding in there right now to, for example purposes. All right. And now we need to get these columns together. See, they're not together. They're not together right there. So just go to sections or the row settings and design and sizing. Custom gutter width, yes. And you can do 1 All right, and then you want to equalize the column heights, and you want to do that so it's all even and it looks all nice. All right, so the biggest column will be your biggest, will be your row, okay? And then again, you want to edit the spacing on these. You can edit on the row if you'd like, or you can just edit on those, on the row. Just go to design and spacing. For the left and the right, you're gonna add into the padding. You could do padding or you could do margin. So that was padding, this is margin, okay? All right, but I should say I usually edit those settings within each element, each column here. So I'd be going here and going to the settings and design and spacing, and then 16 on either side, okay? And then you could just, if you want to do the settings for one, you could just copy and then paste. All right, but then again, that changes the background. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a background image on each of these. Okay, oop, not on that one. On the row, and then this one, background image. Okay. And on this one, background image. All right, decrease the padding. Then you want to go back in here and go to the column padding. Again, this can be percentage. Okay, and then if you go over to the phone, you know, maybe you want a little bit more on the phone. Maybe you want a little bit more on desktop, because it is 2 columns, so it's a little bit smaller. 15%, that looks good. All right, tablet, looks fine. Phone, looks fine. All right, and again, if you wanted to do the spacings, you just go back to the column settings here and do the left and right spacings right here. And that's basically for the text there. All right, so that's center text in the middle. All right, I'm not going to show you how to do this other center text because I showed you how to do this one. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the 3 column. All right, and we'll just add text. Check. And then you're just going to do the same way, but I'm just going to do the row settings here. Copy section styles, paste section styles. All right, now let's go to our settings here. I'm just going to do the background images on these guys too, just so you can see. Background. I could just put dividers in here. So basically it's just the invisible divider there, and actually you can actually see it down there at the bottom. That'll bother me for a second here. Okay, now you just go back to the row settings. Remember, we have to make this 1920, so go to design and sizing, 1920, put in the middle, 100%, custom gutter width, yes, put that to 1, equalize column heights, yes. All right, and then let's do content and then you have to go back in here to adjust the spacing on each of those. Go check that, and then go to section settings here. Go to sizing or spacing. We gotta find out what this is. Okay, so it's this design spacing 0, 0. All right. So there you got 3 rows. Again, you can put any modules in here with you know, if you want to put text or whatever it is. If you want to make another box, you know, you could do that. Hey guys, so after that last recording I just did, I went ahead and I stylized this full width page, and I wanted to give you guys that recording. I made it as a tutorial. However, I realized after I made it that my microphone was not plugged in, I was not recording, whatever the case may be. I didn't catch the audio. So instead of just going through step by step what I did mostly what I did before. I just centered everything out. I put some black overlays on those images, and then I just changed the text module there. So I'm just going to let you guys look at that text at regular speed, or look at this at regular speed at what I'm doing. And that way you guys can at least have it and know what I did to make these sections. I did go ahead and add that 4th column on there, so you'll see in this video what I did. But alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Keep watching to see how I stylized it all out, and see you in the next video. Alright guys, so this is about the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Check out my other tutorials. If you want free layouts, go to diviplanet.com and get 5 free layouts, plus a whole bunch more. You want to get in on that list now because I'm providing new value every single day, and if you don't get on it now, it's going to be later until you get that information. So go ahead guys, check that out, and I appreciate your support. Alright, see you in the next video.